time you saw me, I was picking up this car. I've had the pleasure of driving it for the past 6 months, so now I feel like I can give you a better review and what I've noticed during my 6 months of driving. So one of the first things you notice when you first approach the car are the door handles. They're just flush with the car. So in order to open it, you have to take usually your thumb to push in on the fat part, and then that unlocks the door, and you use the rest of your fingers to pull the door open. This car, when it comes stock, it gives you these arrow wheels, an extra 10% of range. And if you don't like the look, you can always take it off. So you just pull it out here, and ta-da! That is what the rim looks like without the hubcap. They like to integrate the charging port into the rear headlight here, and to open it, you just press on it like this. Credit card. This is what you use to lock and unlock the car. When you see the mirrors move, that means you know it's unlocking. So this is actually, even though it's the key that they give you, it's mostly a backup. So what I usually use for my key is actually my phone. I want to open the frunk. It's the front trunk. Ta-da! And then you open it. Take a look. So you can probably fit like a carry-on. This is TSA certified carry-on size here. And you can open these up for grocery bags and whatnot. Another cool thing about this car is that it comes with all these cameras. So it has 3 cameras up front here, and it has cameras by the side blinkers there, and it has cameras here on the B pillars, and it has a camera in the trunk back here. Another thing I like about this car is that you can fold down the rear seats. And I have plenty of headroom here laying down all the way. Not too bad. Typically, the past 6 months since I've had this car, I always charge at home. But recently, we had a wedding to go to in Laguna Beach. The Airbnb we were staying at, unfortunately, didn't let us charge at their house. So what do? You go to a supercharger. And so here, grab one of these. Plug in for about half an hour, go get a coffee or a bite to eat, restroom, come back, fully charged. So right now we're in downtown Riverside, and these are one of the first, what they call urban superchargers. It's usually empty here, so charging at one of these is not a problem. During my last film, you got to see me driving for maybe about 5 seconds. I didn't really get to talk about inside the vehicle, so this is my chance. You know, you got your console here, you can charge your phone here. There's spots for 2. It's very simplistic, you don't have anything else to worry about. The steering wheel itself only has these 2 scroll wheels. They go up, down, side, side, and those can change depending on in the software of what you're trying to do here. There's no speedometer here in the middle. The speed is going to be placed here as soon as we start driving. Usually your default is the navigation map here. Music is Stitcher Radio, so you can stream anything you want. And then you have your phone. You can do seat warmer, have your air conditioning. This is one of the coolest things in the car, is that you use the software to change the direction of the air with no physical movement of the vents up here. Split the airflow, so it doesn't have to go in one direction, it can go toward the sides. It's pretty crazy. All glass roof. This helps with headroom. Me, without my hat on, I don't really feel the heat of the sun on my head. What I do feel is the heat of the glass, but the sun itself shining on the head, it doesn't really bother me. Vegan leather, synthetic material that feels like leather, but it's really not. You have 2 USB ports down here for the rear passengers. To open the door from the inside, there's this button here that looks like a window opener. So you press that button, and then you manually push the door open. The driving dynamics of the vehicle is different, where the accelerator, as soon as I let go of the accelerator, it starts braking, it's slowing down. It's not actually using physical friction brakes, it's using more of the regenerative braking in the electric motor as it's reversing itself. And another cool thing about electric vehicles, instant torque. So there's a lot of power in an electric vehicle. It's freaking awesome. A lot of people are afraid that having an electric vehicle is very inconvenient because you have to plug it in at the end of the day, every day. But honestly, after work, I go home, I just plug it in the garage, and then I go inside and I don't worry about it. And I wake up every morning with a full battery. One of my favorite things about driving the Tesla is the autopilot convenience feature. So I pressed down on the stalk twice. There you go, it finally worked.